I don't feel like I'm a human anymore, almost as if they turned me into a robot. I don't have feelings. I don't have family. Everything I do now is for Hyundai first.
They treated you like a piece of meat. All they wanted, when the new parts come in, get them on the lines, get them put together, and get them out on that truck. They don't care if you were sick, dying. It didn't matter.
Damn.
Hyundai exposed for modern day slavery practices. But before we get back into this, y'all make sure y'all like, follow, and repost.
I met Kissy Cox, who has worked on Hyundai's assembly line in Montgomery, Alabama for the last 3 years.
In those 3 years, I've had carpal tunnel surgery. I'm also having to have shoulder surgery on both of my shoulders. I had to get an MRI done where I found out that I had torn ligaments in my rotator cuffs on my right and left shoulder.
You met with the doctor. What did he say to you?
I told him that I would be driving cars off like a speed bump track, and that since I was going to have surgery, could he make that one of my modifications?
And she ain't lying. Man, I used to work out there with a temp agency, man. They used to work more harder than a $2 hoe in $1 million house. So I ain't lying. And I applaud you, Miss Lady, for standing up for what you believe in. Let's get back into it.
He said that he's not sure that Hyundai would like that.
Cox says under Hyundai's policy, injured workers can only see Hyundai's approved doctors.
And Hyundai's doctor wouldn't approve you for a medical exemption.
Yes, sir.
Because he said the company wouldn't like that.
That Hyundai would not like that. We build the Santa Fe, the Tucson, the Genesis. We build them, but we can't afford to buy them. The injuries that come behind building these cars, the disrespect.
And kids aren't the only workers Hyundai exploits. They
And she said we build them, but we can't afford them.
use prison labor too.
I worked beside a 16-year-old. God, for a year, they transferred me over. Had me running the console line. And I had a girl right next to me, one was 16 years old. 16 years old, working for Hyundai.
And what was it like working for Hyundai while you were in prison?
A disaster. One of the worst experiences I've ever.
So do y'all feel like people should go through this just to make a couple of dollars to feed their family? Y'all let me know in the comments. But this is crazy, man. That people are going through this every day.
ever had in my life.
Mark Miller was one of at least a dozen Alabama State of Corrections inmates who worked at Ju-Young, a Hyundai supplier in Montgomery, up until last year. When he started out, he was making $10 an hour.
This is my check stub from Ju-Young, where I made parts for Hyundai and Kia.